Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the podcast with Shizzo. This is episode 19. Salutations and Happy New Year to everybody watching this. Wherever you're watching from, thank you for your support. Hopefully, even through 2021, you continue supporting us. I have a guest here with me, Flower Bomb, but she'll tell you a little bit about herself in more detail. We just have to get some of the formalities out of the way. You know how we do. So I'm sure they'll appear at the bottom of the screen, but you can follow us on those platforms everywhere, blah blah blah. Check out our old podcast, this and that.
Please.
Yeah, formalities out of the way. So as I mentioned, I have Flower Bomb here today with me, but I'll let her introduce herself.
Okay, so Flower Bomb, as he has so wonderfully said, is a radio and television presenter. I am in your ears and in your face all of the time. I work at YARFM as a radio presenter and on NBC's Y Zone. Yeah, so I'm that girl dancing on a Saturday. Yeah, so for work. You know, you're so strange, but it's really lovely. So yeah, that's me. That's what I spend my days doing. So I talk for a living, which is great because I cannot stop talking. So I'm excited to be here. Dreams do come true. By the way, big shout out to Shizzo, guys.
Thank
He's
you.
doing the things. Like,
Thank you.
no, it's too much. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, that's Flower Bomb for us. So before we go further into the show, I would just like to start off by offering my sincerest condolences to one of my friends, Moses, who recently lost somebody very close to him. Prayers out to the family, and we hope you are coping well. But another thing that I brought Moses up, his name up, is because Moses is having a wedding in August. Congratulations to Moses and Kayla.
Big congratulations.
So now that I have Flower Bomb here with me, I think it's the perfect time for me to ask this pressing question.
Drum roll, please.
So Moses invited me to his wedding, and then my invitation said I could have a plus
Bring a
one,
plus one.
bring a plus one. So I'm I'm having a hard time on selecting the appropriate date to tag along to my friend's wedding.
But you know what? We can narrow it down and just give us some guidelines and we can discuss this.
Obviously, I'm thinking of a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm currently single. So I'm thinking, should it be somebody from the past, somebody who I already have some sort of foundation or prior relationship with, yeah? Or should it be somebody that I'm currently pursuing?
Do the old person thing.
Hmm?
Do the old person thing. You know how difficult it is to explain these kinds of situations to a new person who's just getting to understand you, who you're just getting to understand. It's really at the beginning, and you have to explain why you would invite them to a thing like this. Whereas with an old person, it's like, oh yeah, no problem. Because we understand each other, we've had a connection, and for us to have made it this far as friends or former datees or whatever,
Yeah.
we understand each other. There's some sense there.
Mm.
So it wouldn't take too much to process, and then you know how new people like to overreact sometimes.
Yeah. I guess
It's
so.
easier. It's easier
To
on
get
both
somebody
parties.
from the past.
Mhm.
But then
I don't know.
would
do
that
you
would
agree with me?
no, I don't actually. No. Let me
I
bring
was
my
so
point out.
confident.
No,
I was like, he's gonna say yes.
but don't you think that if I bring somebody from the past, they may have the idea that maybe I was trying to rekindle something, whereas it's just something casual and I just need
No.
company.
You know how much it takes for a person to detach from you once you make a connection with them. That's the new person.
Mm.
If they do something wrong, you're this old, okay? You've got things that you like and things that you don't like. There's a type of person that you're looking for, and there's also a type of person that you're willing to begin to understand.
Yeah.
If that person is not any one of those things, they're just like a person, they could be cut off any time from now, and then you invited them to something like this with people you care so much about,
Mm.
you know. and then there could be a next one. Really, don't you think that's a lot of admin?
Okay,
That's
okay.
a lot of admin.
Let me present a new scenario.
Okay.
The other option is I could just go on my own, and I'm sure there'll be people who'll be alone there, and perhaps we could meet there. But then again, going
Please
alone.
tell me what you think about what he's saying right now. Please just.
But going alone again.
Just put it down in the comments. I just want to see what people have to say about that thought. Say it
So you just go alone, and then you meet people there. But then again, going alone might give the perception of, oh, he's
Guys, don't
such
go
a
alone.
loser.
Exactly.
No,
Don't
but
go alone. Not because you don't want to appear a loser, but when you go with somebody, you have someone to share memories with. This is what I'm saying. It's supposed to be fun because it's people that you love. You don't want a dramatic situation. What if this new person gets upset there? No one knows how to deal with her. No one knows what's triggered her. No one knows. And then it starts becoming a sob story. You have to go and calm her down. No, my people, shanuko. Ow, wait. That's so
Okay.
wet, man. This is something you're supposed to enjoy. You're celebrating with your friends. So make sure that you have someone with you that you can have extra fun with, because obviously they're going to be busy with the wedding. It's a party that, you guys are together, but you need someone to enjoy it. Don't go alone. Don't be wet. Just
now
go
you
with
you
someone.
meet people there who are also losers like you.
Oh my God. And then what's the conversation going to be? Ooh, that's not uplifting. Please don't do that, guys.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
listen to Shizzo.
I'll give that a thought. I'm not saying I haven't decided
You
which
want
of the
to
three
do
to
it.
be, but it was just a point
Might
uh,
be some attention.
to bring up.
By the way, guys, we're coffee people.
Okay,
special
we
occasions.
almost got too serious, but let's loosen up.
That's just because I'm right. Guys, listen to me. I want you to have friends. I want you to have friends. Don't follow the loner path.
Do you like games?
I love games. I love games. I rarely play them because, sometimes they're intimidating, but I actually love games. They kind of,
Ladies and gentlemen, without getting too serious with the wedding stuff, I was hoping we could loosen up by playing a fun game that will let us into the mind of Flower Bomb for a bit.
let's do this.
So the name of the game is called One Gotta Go. It's simple. I'm going to give you names of people, places, things, pairs.
Pairs.
Yeah, and then you have to eliminate one, and if you're comfortable enough, you're even allowed to explain why that thing or person or place has been eliminated. So you're down for it?
I'll do my best to do the right thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's start off light. And disclaimer for this first pair. I'm not trying to pit beautiful, black, strong, independent women against one another. It's simply a game. Rihanna, Beyonce.
And you're really gonna ask me this on camera? My goodness, I didn't even have time to prepare, which is funny because I low-key did. Oh my goodness, so much has changed in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Rihanna today.
Rihanna gotta go.
I'm gonna go. No. I'm sticking with Rihanna.
Beyonce gotta go.
Yeah.
Care to explain?
I
Because
love-
I'm sure the beehives are screaming at the
No,
screen
no,
right
no.
now.
Beyonce is a god, like she is. There's nothing that Beyonce cannot do, and there's nothing that Beyonce can do bad. Okay? But I go with Rihanna because I'm a little bit of a fashionista, and Rihanna is kind of the goddess in that area.
Fenty
And
Savage.
yes, and I liked her music when she was dropping it very frequently. That was in my high school, and that was my attitude. That's always been my attitude. That's always been my swag, and I really like Rihanna. Beyonce, there's nobody who doesn't know Beyonce, and Beyonce is a god. Like, she is there. Like, we all know that. You can't dispute that, guys. Don't argue. We don't understand y'all. But Rihanna, because of my interests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it back to the shores of our homeland. Let's go with Slap D, Chef 187.
Oh, that's easy. Chef 187 because I'm popular to the core. My Bemba might be trash, but it's team here, it's team hood, Eastside Kings, and all that good stuff. Like, you come from where I come from, I'm immediately rocking with you. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, loyalty is that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Let's switch the gears to rap.
Oh, I like that. I kind
J.
of
Cole, J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, and Drake.
J. Cole, end of story.
J. Cole gotta go.
No.
Drake gotta go.
Drake can't go anywhere, so you can't ask J. Cole or Drake.
That's what I asked.
I know, guys. Do you agree? No, guys.
One gotta go.
Yeah. Those guys are on the same side of life. You can't. It's like who's that? There was one pair who refused a versus battle because they were like, listen, you can't put me against this person. Better that person because me and that person are equal from each side.
You have to aim up, aim higher.
No, you have to pair them differently. These guys are on the same side. You need to pick black or white. These guys are both white. And you understand what I'm saying? They're so spiritual. You can't choose between the two.
You only excuse once where you can't pick one.
Oh.
So are you using it now?
Do I really have to decide right now?
Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on. We'll see which one I want to answer.
Caesar, Jhené Aiko.
Jhené Aiko, no story. I've only
No, you have to mention the one that has to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I'm mentioning the one I'm sticking with, but at least
No. One gotta go. So you have to tell us the one that's going.
Caesar gotta go.
Caesar gotta go.
Yes, I've been
Care
rocking
to
with
explain?
Jhené. I've been rocking with Jhené Aiko since forever ago. Like that's my girl. That's my big sister. Like from high school. I only listened to one Caesar album, and I've known Jhené since those. When you search on YouTube, those that don't even have an album, like July and things like that, all the way back. The Worst. And all these things. So I've listened to all her music. Caesar, I only listened to Control because some friends really liked her. And I was like, oh, this album is really good. It's really dope. So she's a dope person, but I've been rocking with Jhené.
Okay, we're switching the gears once again, ladies and gentlemen.
I like this swerving.
H.H. Lungu. One gotta go. What we doing?
Oh my days. Okay. So I'll go and answer the J. Cole and Drake question, and I will use I will not answer this one for this one because listen, we're all going at it right now. All of us are experiencing these two people and their two powers and the two positions. Everybody is going through it, and everybody's feeling that pressure because it's 2021, and we all feel like there's a lot of things that need to be addressed. But then a lot of us also have friends that are in those positions and that are actually doing the right thing, but they have too many people to deal with, and then their boss also has the entire place to deal with, and so many people are doing their own things, making their bosses look bad. So of course, he's making bad decisions, or he's allowing bad things to happen. Listen.
Who's making bad decisions?
No, listen. People who make bad decisions. listen.
That's the media trending, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, no, seriously. If people die by stray bullets, you can't cover it up. They died. You understand? They died. And somebody said, y'all should be on alert. Alert for what?
Who said that?
People are dead. Those policemen were given a directive to go armed to the teeth, weren't they? To use force on anybody who, tries to be violent. Really? Because H.H was in the area. And then two people are dead now. Like they've been buried. Things are happening. So people are making their bosses look bad. We are all getting affected. We all need to make a decision now.
They both gotta go? That's why I'm interested. Who has to go?
I played the fifth.
Okay. If you think that political one was difficult, brace yourselves. You two. We have on one side Christianity. On the other side we have African spirituality. One gotta go.
This is actually okay. African spirituality versus Christianity.
One gotta go. You can plead the fifth if you want. We don't want to.
African spirituality can go. Listen, we've been balancing for a very long time. Yeah. Listen. It's like diluted bits of the truth that is in African spirituality. We were African before we were told about religion and Christianity. We were here. It may not have been our generation, but we were here. And people came through, so they found people here. So we've been believing those things, and then we were taught that, and somehow we managed to incorporate it. Think about it, you wouldn't believe something if it was way too far from what you already know. Like you wouldn't
Depends.
try so. No, it wouldn't be so easy for that idea to be like, oh, okay, I could rock with that. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't very dramatic, but there are now differences, and we're extra westernized right now. So, hey, man.
So why you're saying which one gotta go? The African spirit
Spirituality
and
yes.
Christianity stays?
Because if it was so easy for that idea to be believable, I'm gonna stick with the more influential one. You know what I'm saying? Marketing gets you money. So if they're doing something right, might as well stick with the winning team.
Okay, our opinion. Let's get back to ignorance, shall we? Cardi B, Meg the Stallion.
That is such a fire question. That is such a fire question. Like,
what
I
are we
just want to
doing?
tip my hat off to you. Okay. I'm going with Cardi B, Queen of all ratchetry. I am going with
Cardi B gotta go.
No. Oh,
Meg gotta go.
Yes, Meg gotta go. Meg has got to go. And we love you, Meg. We love you, Meg. We stood with you through the shooting of your feet, which is absolutely outrageous. We did. But sometimes your music, it's just not hitting it. We just love you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your music is like, yeah, I could not listen to that. Whereas Cardi B, even though she's complete ratchetry and she's proud of it, like, we all have a ratchet side, fam. Like, you've had female friends and you're just like, shh, but this one. And you see her and you guys are in the club.
She's
and
from
she's
the
really
South.
getting down and they're like, yes, hey, man, these South girls, man, these down South chicks, sometimes they be really extra. But, she's proud of that and she makes it and she's intellectual about it. All her raps on, what album was that? The blue one where
Who's
she's black and
intellectual?
white? Cardi B. When you listen to her raps, it's like the way people feel about Kim Kardashian. Shout out to my cousin Kim. I love y'all.
Chloe, what's good?
Chloe, I'm coming for that dress. But no, listen, seriously. Kim Kardashian, we love to think she does sound blonde. She has a blonde voice. It's just sweet like that. But when you look at what she does, she's actually talking sense. She just picks the simplest way to say it.
So you're implying who's more ratchet of the two?
Most definitely it's Cardi B.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in the sense of the Kim Kardashian class. In that sense, she sounds dumb, but she makes sense. Cardi B, extremely ratchet, but she talks sense. She's always spitting bars. That's why people have always liked her music. And people, it's not so often that you get somebody who really hates Cardi B and will trash her music. Because, you can hate the person, but then the music, it doesn't hurt so bad for those who don't like her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, switching gears once again. Movies or TV shows?
Okay, so I love reality TV, but the thing that's good about reality TV, and I don't know if
Don't
I'm
say
telling
Love and
secrets
Hip Hop.
right now. Oh my gosh, I love ratchet TV. Yes, Love and Hip Hop is something I
Wags.
would watch, but no, I don't go that deep. I can pick like one or two ratchet shows, and
Love and Hip
that's
Hop is
enough.
the
Yes,
deepest.
yes, but it's 1 and 2, and I don't watch all of them. Which one do I? Yeah, really, Love and Hip Hop was the only one that I really follow. But then the rest is like shows like. I used to be a Scandal person at some point. Grey's Anatomy, and I still haven't even touched the new season.
Yeah.
I'm really slacking, guys. Work, guys.
So
Work,
movies
guys,
gotta
today.
go.
Wow, this is really hard. Yeah, movies gotta go. Movies gotta go. It's so painful because like I'm such a movie person on a date night. You know what I'm saying? Like I really love movies and I like to enjoy them like at the cinema with people and stuff. So, but that's like once in a while. It's not very often. So, it's on my laptop.
Okay, next one. 2 more. One after this. Clubbing or house party?
I love to go out. I love clubbing. I don't know if I'll ever really grow out of it. Okay, but I love to go out. I'm a get down in the club kind of girl. That's my excitement. That's what I want to do after I've taken time to sit and relax and get lit. I want to go dance because I always have something to dance about. So I like the club scene. I'm definitely a go out girl. I can do the indoors thing like if it's every day, like tomorrow I got work or I got something to do tomorrow, no problem.
Yeah.
But like going out, like this is my enjoyment over the weekend, I would rather go club girl, so the other one gotta go.
Okay.
Indoor chills.
House party.
House party. Yes, no.
Nah.
Always seeing people, Nah, let's go out and hang out in the wildlife, cause we see each other every day.
Yeah.
No.
You want to be in the dark.
Yeah, the lights. The lights, they get to me. They speak to me.
Yeah.
They do. But I love to dance. That's why. Like, if the music is at its loudest, that's my happy place. That's really why I like to go out.
Okay, last one. Dinner date or picnic?
See, this is a good one. Because just the other day, I just wanted to give you a little backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just the other day, a very good friend of mine, with whom I work, big shout out to Peche, he asked us a question in the office, and he was like, guys, can I ask you a question? First he asked me, he's like, okay, Willa, don't feel like I'm singling you out or anything, it's just, I want to know. So he asked me, when's the last time a guy asked you out on a date? And I was like, I actually don't remember. And he's like, really? So you see, this is exactly why I'm asking. Because, like, I feel like people don't go out on formal dates anymore. And I don't know where we've fallen off. It's like he's saying that we don't do this anymore, and he's not very proud about it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I wish we would rather. But then he's also saying, like, I'm also guilty because, like, it's easier to be like, yo, bro, would you like to come over? Like, would you like to watch a movie? But this is after you've gotten to know the person, and it's like in the series of dates. But none of them is really going to be dinner until after you guys are together. You know what I mean? Nobody really starts at the can I take you out to dinner thing. And we were wondering why, or if maybe our line of thought is wrong. So I was thinking, yes, it's so lost. But honestly, I think times have changed because indoor date versus picnic, or rather dinner versus picnic. I would definitely rather pick a picnic. I don't know. Picnic? I don't even know why I'm picking it, but I'm like, yeah, I think I'd rather go for something lighter. Dinner date is so heavy. It's better you already know each other.
Too formal.
So I think maybe it might just be my line of thought, but I wanted to know if everybody else feels the same way or is similar, where it just has a different reason for not going out on the date thing, not picking the date thing first, like the dinner date thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could just be us.
Yeah, I think we can go into that a bit further. The thing about chivalry dying, or men not asking women out on dates anymore.
But like everyone's a thug now, like it's not that bad.
But
it's
I feel like
they're gentlemanly in different ways. It's not like the olden days kind of chivalry where there's written laws. This generation is more about vibes. You understand? Like everybody's talking about vibes. I'm a vibe curator, ha ha ha. And no, but yeah, we all run on vibes, and it's corny when you hear it, but it's true. Okay, so we wouldn't like, it's not too much of, does he do this, that means he's chivalrous and he's a gentleman. You can see it because you understand that, this is something really nice that this gentleman is doing. This is really nice, really thoughtful of him, really what, and those are the things that make a gentleman. So it's not that chivalry is dead. It's like the old version of it is dead. There's like a new version that doesn't really need too much of an explanation.
The vibes, as you say. But now here's a question. Let me pose a question. So do you think that the roles have reversed a bit in that maybe it's just me, but I'm sure some people would agree out there that the ladies have become more savage, or I don't know how I can rephrase that. Like they're more, they've taken the savagery of the man in the dating dynamics, if you know what I mean.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I just heard it from Meg.
Okay. This is why we don't want that. Megan, you're telling them things from
She's
the
a
past.
savage.
Don't
No, but in your words, Beyonce, the god, as you called her, also claimed to be a savage. And, a lot of ladies look up to her.
And Beyonce has done everything and even got married and done it all over again and had children and done it all over again. So really, that's why she's a god. She's the ideal human being. She's doing what everybody wants to do. But for a lot of people in starting out, you need to pick one. She's done everything all over again, and she's even had a family and whatever. You guys, it's a little bit hard. Sometimes you want to be a bad bitch first and then clean up and go to corporate life. Guys, incorporate everything together. Just be a ratchet professional. That's what's up.
So in your personal opinion, and amongst your peer group, what would you say the requirements of a gentleman are to you, or like
This is
what are
I'm
some
saying,
of the
it's
things?
different.
No, that's why I
Oh, you're
specify
asking for my
you and your peer
specifications.
groups. Yeah.
I don't know about my peer group. We're all different, but I know about me. I can give you mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I always get asked these difficult questions. The other day, somebody put me on the spot and said, "Okay, so what do you do to keep a man?" Because the girls on my side, that was during chat room, by the way. It's a totally different show that I was producing. Sort of producing with a friend of mine. But yes, someone he turned and asked me, and the girls are like, "Yeah, we know how to keep a man," and da 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 da. Then they're like, "Can you keep a man?" And she's like, "Hey, I have one, so of course I can keep a man." And then I was now like, "Guys, there she said she's got the man." And then my friend now asked me, "Okay, so what do you do to keep a man, seeing as you guys can do it?" And I literally had to mention things on the spot. It was so stressful, but it sounded like I passed.
Mm-hmm.
You should watch it. But then, yeah, I always get asked these difficult questions. So your question today is?
My question is, what are some of the things that the gentlemen are still doing out there that you appreciate, or are you drawn more to the vibe side of things?
I don't like violent people. People who just do things, without direction, like very
That's
sharp
the
reaction.
Coppola way.
No,
Savage.
no, it's not true. There are people who are calm, cool, and collected, and are mature about things, but honest about who they really are. I appreciate it, even if you're different. Okay, so for me, a gentlemanly thing would be you invite me somewhere, and then you come and pick me, or you offer to make sure that I get there safely. All my directions are there and everything, and you create time. Not that we make a plan and then you start changing plans, and then you don't tell me where the end was. You don't even call and tell me, actually today we won't manage this and this and this.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I'll get you next time. People who just go quiet, that's savagery, guys. Those are bad manners. Because then now I made time. If you made time and I made time and you honor it, very simple things please me. So things like that, keeping your word, keeping your appointments, being honest about who you are.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. I don't know if it's such a big explanation, like it's very vague, but I think you understand what I'm saying. See,
Yeah, for sure. Vibes. So then, I guess we can segue into what you wanted to speak about, the topics that you had for us.
Okay, so, all right, we're taking another gear. Like, we keep swerving this ride like we're just drifting and everything is amazing. So now, I had a question that I wanted to ask, because I think at this age, we have all been lit in life and met people that we thought were just as lit as we were, and then you think there's vibes, but then there's no vibes, and you're like, was that crazy, or was it the drink? Was it
the other thing?
Yes, or was it real? And you know what I'm saying? Like, and then both of you are like lit, so I don't really know. Is it real? Intoxicated attraction is what I entitled it. That's my question. Is it real? Intoxicated attraction. You meet somebody at a chill.
Yeah, it's true.
You meet somebody in a sober state at the market or during your lunch break.
It's true, because I can attest to that I once met an ex of mine in a club. I obviously won't put her on blast.
Yes,
but
everything went
the real people know. Yeah, it flourished into almost 2 years.
I also thought, like, guys, I've had some moments where intoxicated attraction is completely genuine. And then I've also had very rare but very distinct moments where it's like, were we all at the same conversation the last time? It's like, do they remember? And then it's like they wake up one day and they remember and everything is okay. And then they forget again, and then you're like, do we always press the restart button? Like, are we together? So there are moments where it's genuine and you can tell, and there are moments where you're kind of confused. So would you rather, maybe that's a better question, would you rather meet somebody in a sober state, or would you rather meet somebody lit?
It depends on the setting, but it also depends on the intoxication levels and what you're intoxicated on as well. You might be into,
that's the right answer.
You might be in two different worlds, and you might not really sync, and the vibes won't be there as you've put it. But if you're both lit, I think,
as long as you click.
yeah, as long as you click, but I don't think it's something that people should look to establish something firm. Yeah, it's something. It's for the vibes, not for the long term. Cause if you caught vibes with that person late, who else have they been catching vibes with? The night you weren't there, you know what I mean? So I guess if you're just looking for vibes,
These are real questions, y'all. You know what I thought you were gonna lean towards, or at least I thought where my thought process was. What was I thinking? Yeah, you were gonna say more of your like, if you've been catching vibes with them lit, what happens when you're not so lit? I thought that's what you were gonna say, but then you went straight to like, yeah, who else are they doing this with, like on the nights that you weren't there?
you know what I'm saying?
That's smart though. That's a smart question. See, y'all want to be in love and see everything rosy. Ask the real questions. Listen to Shizzo. Yes.
So one of the reasons why I have Flower Bomb on the show today is that I've never told her this, but she's a person who I met late last year, and I drew some inspiration from. Due to her journalism and broadcasting, I just thought she's somebody who'd be perfect for this platform.
That's so crazy.
Somebody who can help inspire people out there to follow their dreams, like she did to me. So
I found him amazing. Don't let him lie to y'all.
so
Don't let him lie to y'all.
so Flower Bomb, if you don't mind, could you just tell the people and enlighten them how you got to this point of making your dream your 9 to 5, if I may phrase it that way? Because
Really
it seems you
sounds
love,
so amazing.
yeah, you love what you
I
do.
really do.
You're so enthusiastic about it. I listen to your show, and you're just all up in there, and you're great, by the way. So yeah, how did you make that happen?
Well, the first time that I ever wanted to go into journalism and TV presenting was in primary school. I think I was in primary school at the time, and I used to watch Channel O a lot. So I used to watch presenters like
Pletema.
yes,
Oh.
Lungsta. Those are my people. DJ Switch. Those were my afternoon buddies. So like I was like, I want to do that. And so the first thing that I thought is journalism, and I think I've wanted to do journalism ever since my 7th grade when we started thinking about what you want to become, and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do. So studying it brought out the writer side of me because I was doing it in North Cyprus. That's a little European island in the Mediterranean. It's really tiny, and you have to really Google
Passport
it.
gang,
But-
passport gang in the house. No, that's a thing on the
But
podcast.
anyway,
Uh-huh.
they're more, focused on the writing side of it. Broadcast is not that deep a thing. It's more popular to write for a magazine or a newspaper, which
Yeah.
I did for one of my internships. And I came back here, and then I remembered why I went into journalism in the first place. And I'm like, you know what? I can do this here. We're good at it. And I had practiced doing some kinds of shows, like entertainment shows, during my time in university, like right at the end. Shout out to iLight TV. They're an online television channel. They're Nigerian owned, and they do stuff wherever their people are. So somebody works for iLight TV, you get some shows and you present them. So I've been doing it ever since. And I only started having fun with it in my last semester. So I was like, you know what? When I finish, I might as well do these things. They're kind of in line with what I do, and I'm good at it. Radio is just being you. Radio is just talking you and giving everything your flavor. You're giving out information, but you're allowed to be you while you do that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love everything to do with originality, and radio is as original as it gets. So make sure that if you're listening to radio, you're listening to dope radio, because imagine being real and boring.
Yeah. One of the main points of this podcast is to debunk the notion that you can't make it in Zambia through art or doing something outside of the ordinary. So what would you say to those people who are saying, no, you have to be something professional, like a doctor, a teacher, a nurse?
So, all these things start small. Whether you're a doctor, a teacher, or a nurse, you ask your parents the profession that they are and how they started. But now they do so many different things, and even if one brings in a lot more money, there was somewhere that they started. Everything starts small. So the thing is, people in the art side of life, or in these on these sides of the non so corporate types of things, creatives, we're more out there about our doings, because that's what art is about. It's about the people. Art, you make art to share.
Exposure.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. So we're more in people's faces. The corporate people are not so much in people's faces, so they don't see their process that much. But they see ours, because we're loud about the things that we do, and the growth that we have is so, it's, everyone can see it. So everyone will see that you're starting small. But then everyone started small. Ask the doctors.
Yeah.
Ask the lawyers. Everyone started somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, just don't listen. This is what I was telling. Like, before we started the podcast, Shizzo and I were just having a random conversation, and I was saying I feel like in 2021 a lot more people are going to be doing artsy things. I feel like creatives are now, in Zambia we kind of shy away from doing very artsy things, because we're like, people will be like Havanavo, and this person cry, like all the time. Yeah, but now it's kind of like we're not doing it for people, we're doing it for ourselves. I want to do this kind of photo shoot, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Even if nobody else in Zambia does it. I feel like a lot more people are gonna do that, and we're gonna appreciate each other, because everyone's coming out of their shell. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not hiding who we are, or who we want to be, or what we want to create. We're gonna be a little freer to do it this year, because everyone's focusing on themselves. 2020 showed you that, doing things for other people, the world will end and you didn't do what you wanted. So just do what you want, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, that's their business. This is my year. I have to do what I want to do, because the world could end. The world literally did like a car clutch and brake in 2020. The car almost stopped, guys. It almost stopped. Like, we're still moving, but it's shit. We nearly died, eh? So like, do all the things that you want to do. Just start. You don't know how America became America. Maybe they started as a little Africa that, they didn't know how to appreciate each other's talents, but they just started doing crazy things. Somebody thought of creating a circus. Somebody thought of putting it on TV, and everyone's so entertained. We all want to go. We all want to see it. And it blew up. People could... It's a fantasy example, but what's it called?
What?
The Greatest Showman. That guy used to get loans to do the circus stuff. How did he even know people are going to like it? And he used to make that money. He only got stupid because... he started following other things, but then he made money at one point. He got rich like that, and that was just his idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These things could take you far. You don't know where that person came from or how it came about. You could be next, and all you have to do is believe in yourself. So I feel like people who say you can't really make a living out of art, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that we won't make it, because we're here, we're surviving, and doing greater things every other year. And you're still hating. So who is really wrong? Who is really wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's all mind our business and blow up the way we want to. We do what we need to keep ourselves afloat. But as long as we stay consistent. Yellow Dove is now on ZNBC. He started very small. He started doing, little shows on other networks and stuff. And now he's in the big leagues. Yeah. And it's just because he was doing what he loved to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Judging from that, with the way you described your 2020 experience, I'm just wondering if you have any plans for 2021, or anything that you're going to do different, or in the generic terms, New Year's resolutions.
Make more money, go harder. So that's at least 2 times more. Do 2 times more. So if you're doing 5, push a 10, and everything has to be done at least 85%, so that you make more money. We're more out there, guys. I love nice things, so I need to support my lifestyle. I'm an expensive girl, and I didn't decide to be this, but this life chose me. So I need to keep myself happy, so that I can keep doing what I keep doing, and why not blow up from it? So yeah, all of us are putting in 100%, or at least 85, even on the days that we get tired. We're human beings, so yeah.
So, would you care to share some of the luxuries you indulge yourself in?
So, as you can see to the side, I don't know if you can see, but to the side I have with me a Gucci bag. It was a gift from my little sister, so you can just imagine. My little sister is the one who gave me this gift. So, I'm used to luxury and gifts and buying myself. Okay, chocolate isn't necessarily a luxury, but if you're thinking about me and all the festive weight that was gained, it's a little bit of an investment I need to let go of. But yeah, I like to treat myself to nice things. I like to get my nails done. Today is one of those days where I'm a natural girl, and thanks be to God.
You're laid back. Yeah, right? We accept you as you are here.
I'm so glad that you could tell that I didn't even try at all. Like, I was
I
just like, you
mean,
know what? Let me just be comfortable. Shizzo would be happy. Now I
yeah.
went all out, but it just so happened that my the last nail installment that I got, it was time for it to go, and I'll be back with a nail set. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm ghetto bougie like that.
So
That's
anything
it.
else besides getting more money, being more focused, that perhaps other people would look to in 2021? Any advice?
Man, grind harder. Like, do what you were doing last year because obviously it worked. If you made it into this year and you just take a look around, do what you were doing, but aim a little bit higher. You don't know where the positive turnaround will come from.
Sadly, we're at the end of our journey of our show. We really enjoyed your company. I'm sure the audience did as well.
Thank you.
We most certainly would love to have you back on the show. We learned a
We'll
lot
definitely
from
make that
you.
happen.
I think you epitomize what it is to be culturally stimulated.
Oh,
Somebody who
what
just,
a title. What a title. Oh man.
somebody
I
who
just feel
just,
like I won the
you know,
heavyweight championship.
you did
I
actually.
really did. I really did. No, it's been amazing being here. I love what you got here. Big shout out to Shizzo once again.
Thank
You're
you,
literally
thank you.
allowing me to live my dream. Just out here putting me on the map. This is up. That's what's up. I've always admired people who have, their things put together, the way cultural stimulation is,
Yeah,
put together, and I really love it. And you're inspiring young people everywhere.
yeah.
Yep.
So are you. That's why I brought you on. Actually, I have 6 nieces, so this is for
Yes.
them to watch and see that they can be whatever they want to be. It
If
doesn't
they're
have to
watching
be
this, we made
professional.
it.
Yeah,
made it.
love all my nieces and nephews, by the way.
Big shout out to them.
Yeah, shout outs to everybody supporting us. But just before we go, where could the people find you in case they wanted to watch you on TV, hear you on radio?
Oh, I am on the Breakfast Show, the Big Bang Breakfast Show on Yar FM. That's Yar 89.7 FM. Every morning, every Monday to Friday. That's me from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm just making a noise, playing you good vibes and good beats. And we're picking apart things that are happening in our world. So make sure that you catch me there, especially if you like my voice and I'm friendly. I'll play your music. And if it's on weekend, it's weekend television on ZNBC TV 1. And is it TV 1 or TV 2? Please don't fire me. I love y'all. But yes, it's Y Zone ZNBC every Saturday at 1 o'clock. So that's watching me dancing because I break it down every day at work. But it's nice to watch it on TV as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Instagram, Twitter, it's all the same. Flower bomb underscore because it's so bomb you had to say it twice.
Flower bomb underscore. Okay. So obviously some formalities as usual. Cultural stimulation 2021. It's a new year. We're grabbing the year by the horns and just trying to push the brand forward. So as you may have noticed, we premiered a new series entitled Artist Spotlight, which focused on one of my good friends, Ter. Shout out to Ter.
Big shout out to Ter.
Yeah. So basically, we just go behind the scenes of some of the emerging and already established artists, and just go behind the scenes of the creative processes and all that good stuff. Yeah. So you don't see my face in there, you don't hear my voice. So for my haters, there's that for you.
There's something to watch.
Yeah.
Cater for everybody.
Yeah, but we have more exciting projects on the way. Obviously, I'm sure it will appear somewhere. We have merch for sale, paintings, a lot of dope stuff coming through for the year. So unless Flowerbomb has anything else to say, this is where we call it a day. That even rhymed. But
Exactly.
yeah,
Effortless bars.
yeah.
Not
So
peace, guys. Promoting peace. Stay safe and be smart. 2021 is, it's time. This is up.
yep. So from me, your host Shizzo, our lovely guest Flowerbomb. We'll see you on the other side. See you on episode 20. Much love, peace and blessings. Hope you have a fruitful and prosperous year. Bye bye.